Namaskar, this is Dr. Ravi. Today, we'll start the basic asanas and the basic movements in those asanas. The first asana is Tadasana. It's a mountain pose or a palm tree pose. So, in this asana, we learn how to stand correctly. Of course, during our life also, we should use this asana so that you stand not like this or not on one leg. No? So, Tadasana looks like this one. Okay. So, how I do this? The inner edges of the foot touch each other. Mostly the inner edges of the toes, big toes. Okay. Now, I'm stretching my toes from my heels to the front and I'm opening my feet. That means we have to stretch our toes and widen our toes. Like that, you feel the support, your body support on your mounts. Now I'm pressing my mounts, the first mount and the fifth mount, and these inner arches, I'm pulling them up. Kneecaps, I should suck up. I suck up my kneecaps. Tailbone, tuck in and lift my lower abdomen up. Lift my upper abdomen up. Chest bone up. Now I'm stretching my hands to the floor, to the ground, and I'm opening my shoulders. Opening my shoulders doesn't mean that I'm pressing my shoulder blades. This is wrong. Okay? I'm just sucking my shoulder blades into the chest. Now I'm stretching my neck, sides of the neck up. This is Tadasana. Okay? Please, come on, repeat. Stand on your feet, touching both the inner edges of the feet together. Mostly, maybe inner edges of the heels they won't touch, but the inner edges of the big toes should touch. Now stretch or lengthen your toes. From the heels you should lengthen. As if the toes they are starting from your heels. From there you should lengthen. Now widen your toes. Give space in between your toes. More and more space. That too from between the fifth and fourth toe. Now you can feel how your mounts of your toes, they are touching to the floor. They are supporting your body weight. Lift the inner arches of the foot. Suck your kneecaps. Tuck in the tailbone and lift your lower abdomen up. Lift your chest bone up. Stretch your hands down to the ground and stretch your sides of the neck up. That means you're lifting your head from the chest. Head straight. You just look at the front of your eyes. Okay, relax. This is Tadasana. So the same movements we do in the next asana. The next asana is Uttita Hasta Padasana. That means I am stretching my legs and hands. So either you can, the pose is like this. So this is Uttita Hasta Padasana. Okay. How I do this? Either you can jump. If any pain is there in the spine, don't jump, just put your feet wider, around more than 1 meter. Your outer edges of the feet, they are parallel to each other. This is wrong. They are pointing outside. The feet should point to the front, not to the outside. So, stretch your hands, and I'm stretching my hands and I'm stretching my legs. The same movements, how I did in Tadasana. I press my outer edges of the feet. I lift my inner arches of the feet. Suck my kneecaps. Tuck in the tailbone. Lift the lower abdomen up. Chest bone up. Stretch my hands. Before in Tadasana, I stretch my hands down. And here I'm stretching away from each other. So, your hands should tear your chest to the sides. Like that you should stretch. stretch from the fingertips. So I'm stretching my hands from my tips of the nails, not only from the wrist or from the shoulders. From here, I'm stretching my hands and I'm stretching my neck up. And with exhale, again back to the Tadasana. So this is Utthita Hasta Padasana. Come on, let's do. Stand in Tadasana. Hands in front of the chest. Inhale, jump or step. Feet apart around 1 meter and one meter, more than 1 meter. So outer edges of the heels parallel to each other. You should observe. You should observe with your eyes whether they are parallel to each other or not. Stretch your toes. Lift your inner arches of the foot and press your outer edges of the feet. Suck your kneecaps up. Tuck your tailbone in. Lift the lower abdomen. Lift the upper abdomen. Lift the chest bone up and stretch your hands. Stretch your hands from the tip of the nails, from the tip of the fingers, and stretch your sides of the neck up and lift your head away from the chest. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe, and with exhale, breathe out, Tadasana. So this is Utthita Hasta Padasana. So in these two asanas, you can practice all these actions deeper. Because as you go to other asanas, even if they are very simple asanas, but moving all these things, it will be more complex. So you have to train here your body. Hari Om.